Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, where we talk about all things glam and all things girly. So today we are talking about May monthly favorites, and we've got a lot of good goodies around here, okay? Because I'm looking at this side of my table. Some good stuff is over here, so stay tuned for all of that. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I truly do appreciate it. And let's get right into this video. So let's just start off with a little bit of skincare. I was contacted by this brand called Mother Science. And what intrigued me about this particular serum, this is their Molecular Hero Serum. And it's made with molasses. This is going to replace your vitamin C. And I read their story really quick. It's a husband and wife that own the company. They started the company because they were traveling. The wife got a rash and the rash lightened her skin, right? And so she was like, I wonder if we created a skincare product that kind of has the effect of this rash, if we could create a skincare product that would like lighten dark spots, help the skin to renew, and so forth. So they use biotechnology techniques, and if you don't know, I'm a biologist, so I was like, oh, I'm intrigued now. And they created this product. And so I've been using this now for a good 3 weeks. I try to use it morning and night, and I really do feel like my skin is looking so much brighter. And where I have had acne breakouts and things like that, I really feel like those areas have lightened up a little faster than they normally would. So I really enjoy this product. You only need 2 pumps and then, you know, smooth it all over your face. So what I do is I cleanse my face, go in with my toner. I'll go in with like a hydrating serum first, and then I'll go in with this product. And it's really beautiful. So definitely check it out, especially if you are looking for a vitamin C type of product. Let's say you have one and you're like, okay, I've been using this one for a while. I want to try something. I would say check that one out. I'm so glad they sent that one to me, because after I run out, I will purchase it myself. It's really great. And I am a vitamin C swearer. I still have a couple of vitamin C's that I really do love, but that product is good. And just in the 2 to 3 weeks that I've been using it, I'm already seeing a difference in just like I said, a more brighter complexion. So very excited to have tried that and now having it in my skincare routine. Then I picked up this product during the Sephora Savings event. This is by the brand called Daily Luna, and this is the Everywhere Wash. I just ran out, but I really enjoyed this feminine wash. It cleansed my area very nicely. I liked that it wasn't irritating to my skin. I felt like my pH was balanced. Because typically if I am using something that is not keeping my pH balance, I can tell right away. And this can be used as a body wash, so you can use it either in your feminine area or you can use it elsewhere. I liked this scent. They have a couple of different scents, and this is just the original one. So this is like a nice fresh scent. And I really like it. I will probably repurchase this. So just wanted to share it with you. If you saw me haul this during the Sephora Savings event, I really love it, and I will be getting another one. Okay, now on to makeup. So I purchased the Chanel Vitalumiere Aqua Ultra Light Skin Perfecting Sunscreen Makeup SPF 15. That is the foundation I'm wearing today. Now I will admit, I also picked up today the MAC Face and Body foundation. The shade, okay, I was about to say I got the wrong shade. No, the shade that I got was N6. This shade is actually a little too deep for me, but because the formulation is light, I can make it work. So I put this on first today, and I was like, I think I want a little bit more coverage. So I did put the Chanel over top. So just letting you know what really is all on my base. But I have been loving this product. So I picked this up because I'm going to be doing a video where I'm talking about all of my Chanel foundations. And this is the one that I was like, I don't have it, but I think I might be interested in it. And this is really beautiful. So this is a lightweight, light looking type of product, but you can build to like a nice light medium coverage, which I do like. I have blended this with my hands. It blends out very beautifully with your hands. I used it today with a brush, and this leaves like a very natural finish to the skin. I would say like natural, slightly satin. I have worn it without setting it with powder, and it lasts pretty well throughout the day. Of course, it's gonna last better when you do set it with powder, but it's a really beautiful, like kind of no fuss, no mess type of product. I can literally put this on and walk out the door and it's great. I have the shade 91 Caramel. I typically will wear shade 70 in their foundations, but in this one, I felt like shade 70 was just a little too light around the perimeter of my face where my complexion is a little deeper. So I went with shade 91 and I really like how this shade looks overall. So I really like this. This was like my jam. Like I reached for that a lot. Another foundation that I think is stunning. It is beautiful. The Glamazon Stick Foundation. So I have this shade 4 Sun Kissed Tan. Oh, I did like a dedicated review, but I did a kind of a get ready with me. The perfection that this leaves on the skin is stunning. Medium to full coverage. And although this is a stick foundation with a cream formula, it is not greasy. It does not melt off my face. And I also don't feel like it feels heavy, because a lot of times cream foundations can feel heavy. It does not. It is amazing. So highly recommend this. Black owned, female owned brand. So those are just like bonus points for me. I love supporting my own. And the brand owner, she's so kind and sweet, but the product is amazing. So definitely check it out. Concealer. So I have got to update y'all, because I really had written this concealer off. And now I'm like, yo, you might be in this weekly rotation. Y'all been loving it. I just was real late to it. Urban Decay Quickie Concealer. I know, like where have I been at? I've had this concealer since it came out, and I don't know, I just couldn't get with it. I think I just wasn't giving it time, and I also know why I wasn't getting with it, because I was just having too much of a love affair with the Givenchy Prisme Libre, which I still love, okay? Still love it. But I decided in May to pick it up, and I really have been enjoying it. It is the concealer I'm wearing today. I wear shade 50 NN. Love that it's full coverage. Love that it has a nice natural finish. So like, it's not a concealer I have to set. The shade brightens, but don't do too much. I can definitely wear it for my more full coverage looks, or I can wear it like today. The Vita Lumiere Foundation by Chanel. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. This is a lighter coverage type of foundation. So I can go in with this Urban Decay for a little bit more coverage, but it doesn't look like too full coverage for a lighter coverage foundation. It's just a really great product, and I like it. Lasts all day long, blends out really well. I love to apply my foundation, let it sit. That's when you see any concealer, I said foundation, concealer. That's when you see your concealer shine. I'm telling you, no matter what your concealer is that you use, put it on, like, you know, place it where you want to place it. Go about your day. Go and like wash a dish or two. Call a friend. You know, just let that joker sit. Then blend it out. Flawless. And this is beautiful. I've never used this tip, and I will never. I just go in with whatever tool I want to use. But this is a really beautiful concealer. I'm glad that I picked it up, gave it another try, because I really have been reaching for it, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Okay, I'm just gonna say this and I'm gonna get out, because I've talked about this way too much at this point, but it's just, I cannot stop talking about it. The Armani Luminous Silk Glow Liquid Bronzers. I can't, like, these are amazing. So I'm wearing shade Deep today for my bronzer. The shade Deep is the deepest shade. We have 3 shades. So I've already said this before, like Armani, y'all have to do better, because everyone needs to try this. Like, you have made one of the best products this year. Everyone needs to try it. What I like to do for application, I take a little bit, put it on the back of my hand, and then blend it out with my brush on the back of my hand, and then apply it to my face, and it just melts into the skin. I also have the shade Medium Tan, and this is what I use when I want like a bronze foundation look. I literally use this as foundation. It just slightly bronzes my skin, so it doesn't make my skin look too dark. So it works well just as my foundation. I did post a reel showing you all that, and the silky soft effect, like blurred effect that it has on the skin is insane. Like insane, okay? Beautiful. I'm telling you, if you can make one of these 3 shades work, give it a try. This has been by far one of the best products I've tried this year. No lie. Another bronzer that I really enjoyed this month is the Hermes Plain Air bronzer. It's in the shade called 04 Cyan. It's just beautiful. This is a nice, like, soft radiant bronzer. So I say soft radiant because if you look up close, there's just like slight flecks of shimmer, nothing that you feel, and also nothing that you really see on the skin. The skin just looks healthy. It doesn't look like glowy or like too like sparkly. It just looks healthy and radiant. So really have been enjoying this, and I think it's great. Then lastly, for bronzers, I'm still loving Mother Pat's bronzers. I can't get enough of them. So my favorite shades, my number one favorite shade is gonna be Bronze Mahogany. Like if I only had one, this is the one I'm getting, and this is the one I'm taking home. Just the, oh, it just, perfection. Neutral shade, bronzes up the skin, but I don't look like it's not too dark for my complexion. And the longer you wear these Pat McGrath bronzers, the more they melt into the skin and just look like your skin. Like, I'm telling you, Pat did it with these bronzers. Oh, just so beautiful. The other shade that I've been really loving is Burnished Honey. So when I want my bronzer to be really warm, when I want to look like I've been on the beach and just tanned, I literally wisp this joker right here. Oh, talk about, I think Pat calls it like burning the perimeter of the face. I think that's the term that she uses, and this joker be burning, but in the best way possible. So still loving them. And I do use the other shades because I have 2 other shades of bronzer, and I will rotate the other 2 to get use out of them, but like those 2, those are mine. Those are like my ride or die. Okay, blusher. This one I was struggling with. I was like, what blush was I wearing in May? And if I'm being honest, I mean, Danessa Myricks Balm Powder in the shade Rosé and Blush has been the blush that I've been reaching for, in addition with Bellini. So yeah, Rosé and Brunch, absolute favorite shade. I mean, and it's crazy because like looking at this doesn't look like much, but it just goes with everything. And then Bellini is my other favorite shade from them. The third favorite shade is going to be Golden Hour. Bellini and Golden Hour, yep. That be the combo. I mean, I've been wearing other blushes, but like consistently reaching for blush. If I'm not trying a blush for something else, those were pretty much it. Highlighter, the Dior Universal Highlighter Palette. I purchased this during the Sephora Savings event. It is the highlighter that I'm wearing today. And when I wear this highlighter, I literally just take a brush and I just go do 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 and plop it on. I don't even like concentrate it on one of them. I just swirl my brush all through the pan, and whatever comes out is what I put on my face, and it usually is really beautiful. And so I have been really enjoying that one. Oh, I completely forgot about these blushes. They're sitting right here. The Hermes blushers. Yes, yes, yes. I definitely have been enjoying these blushes. I've traveled with them as well, and they're really pretty. So these are the new shades of the Hermes blush. So this is the shade Rose Nuit. This is the matte shade. And then I have Rose Cuerve, I can't say that. This one has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Really, really pretty. So I could not believe I forgot about those. I've been loving those. And then the highlighter that I've also been enjoying is by Hermes, the Coral Mojave shade 02. Love that we get 3 tones of highlighter. So if I wanted to, you know, I can distinctively choose a highlighter. But I treat this one like the Dior palette. I literally take my brush, swirl all through all 3 shades, and pop that on. And you can get a very subtle highlight with this, or you can like glow to the glow gods with this one. So really, really have been enjoying that one. Okay, then moving on to eyeshadow. So this eye look that I did, I was doing this eye look when I was on my, I went live on Instagram, and I got a lot of compliments on it. And I was like, thank y'all, because this eye look came together very nicely, if I do say so myself. So let me show you what I did. So this is another favorite. L'Oreal sent over a beautiful PR package, and some of the products that were in them were their infallible grip eyeliners. These are amazing, okay? The two shades that I've been reaching for nonstop, and I use them almost every time I do my makeup, will be the brown shade and the black shade. So for today's eye look, I used the brown shade for my tight line and waterline, but then I also took it on the lower lash line, and I built up like a nice concentration of this brown eyeliner about to right here, kind of made it thick. Then I went in with another favorite, the Artistry palette. This is the Balanced Eyeshadow palette, the all matte one. I took this brown shade right here, and that's what I used to smoke out that liner on the lower lash line. So that is what's on the lower lash line. By the way, this all matte palette by Esom is amazing. Now let me just say this. I know that these Esom eyeshadow palettes are a bit pricey. They are. I'm gonna say this. I am not disappointed at all with the formulation. The formulation is amazing. These three eyeshadow palettes I'm gonna show you literally just sit on my makeup desk because I will reach for them multiple times, and I have been reaching for them. This all matte one, I mean, every matte shade that I could potentially want is right here in this palette, especially for like neutral tones, you know? Neutral tones, right? This matte black is nice and rich. Like these palettes, they came with the quality, and what I also like about it is the packaging. So, you know, you can slide on the packaging and close it. Oh, I did it the wrong way, hold on. Let me do it right. So you slide it on this way so you can have the little button here. And then, you know, when you go to use it, take the cover and slip it on the bottom part of the palette. And there you go. So, I mean, really, honestly, really amazing quality. If you were, you know, kind of hesitant to purchase them because of the cost, I'm telling you, I do not think you'll be disappointed once you get it. So, infallible eyeliner, Esom matte palette for the lower lash line. Then Danessa Myricks Twin Flames. Okay, we were talking about this in my live, and someone said the Twin Flames are so underappreciated, and I was like, absolutely. So these are so dynamic, okay? So amazing. And the back of my hand looks ashy because I just cleaned off the Twin Flames that I use on my eyes, and I'm like, I probably should have not done that because then I could have just been like, this is what it looks like. But the shades that I've been using, I'll do quick swatches so you can see them. The shade I've been using the most is Everlasting, and that's actually what's on my eye right now. So here's Everlasting. So with the Twin Flames, they are very dynamic, right? And for someone who likes more neutral looks, something a little more subtle, you're gonna look at this and be like, Chelsea, I can't wear this, I'm not wearing it. Well, I like to challenge you to get a Twin Flame shade that you think you might like if you're interested in them. Take a fluffy brush, put it on the back of your hand, swirl your brush into the Twin Flames, and then dust it across your eye. What I have on my eyes now, unless you're just someone who doesn't like shimmer or anything, I don't think this is like too much. I would definitely wear this to work. I could wear this to like a wedding, an event, to church, anywhere. I would not be ashamed to wear what's on the eyelid anywhere because I don't think it's overwhelming. I don't think it's doing too much. I don't think it's like talking before I say anything, but it's definitely like, oh my gosh, your eyes, what's on them? They do speak, but they're like, hello, how are you? They're not like, ah, you know, they're not in your face, right? So you can make these Twin Flames wearable, or you can like bring on the heat and wear them as intense as you want. So I think these are so dynamic, and these are what I was reaching for, especially for work looks when it's like, I'm throwing on quick makeup, I wanna do a little something with the eye, but I literally want to be like 2 minutes and I'm done. This is what I was reaching for in the month of May. So my most used shade in May was Everlasting, but then I also used the shade called Lust. I also would mix these two. So this next shade right here is Lust. So you can see Lust has more of like a burnished red kind of color to it. Burnished red shift to it. I have mixed Everlasting and Lust together. Yes. Crazy for You, I have a mini size of Crazy for You. So that's Crazy for You. I'm hoping you can see the shifts in all three of them. And the last one that I reached for is Lover. I have a couple more shades, but these are the ones I use the most. Lover is more subtle, and it just looks really beautiful and bronzed on the eyes, especially if you take a fluffy brush and just blend it out. You get like a really soft bronze look with like a nice hue and shift. So like, I think last weekend I took Lover. I used that as the base of my eye look, and then I put, I think Everlasting, like literally dusted it on top just to give myself a little razzle dazzle. So highly recommend them. Once these jokers set, they do not budge. They last all day. They're not gonna crease on your eyelids. They're great for people with oily eyelids. If you have oily eyelids, you know eyeshadow eats away at everything. It's not eating away at this. Like, this is bulletproof. So highly recommend them. And then the silver that you see on my eyes is Color Fix Foil, Danessa Myricks. And, oh, sorry y'all. And this is the shade Milky Way. Milky Way, if you don't have a color fix, you need Milky Way. If you have a color fix and you don't have Milky Way, get it. This is the prettiest, oh my goodness, the prettiest shade of shimmer. Like, this is perfect for weddings. You know, if you have a bride and she wants a little razzle dazzle, you don't tell me you don't look at that and go like, oh, look at her. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Even if you don't like stuff like this, you have to look at it and go, that is pretty. So that is the silver that you see in the inner corner, lower lash line, and then in the center of my eyes. And that's the look. That's it. So not too complicated, but very much present and doing something for the face. My liner is another favorite. Danessa Myricks Line Works. Very black, does not skip. The ink literally works as long as you need it to work. In my last video, I want to say, I was like, I want to write my name, and I wrote my name in cursive. It did not skip, it did not jump. I didn't have to shake it, then go back over it, and it's very, very black. So really, really enjoy this. I also like that the tip of the pen is nice and dense. So if I am shaky with my hand, it is still steady. And the ink also doesn't bleed everywhere. So where I put the liner is where it stays. And I really like that. And as you can see, it is black over all of this shimmer and shine. Because you know, sometimes if you have like iridescent eyeshadow and you go in with a ink liner, or liquid liner, I should say, if it's not black enough, you're gonna see that shimmer and shine peeking through, and it will kind of dull your wing liner. You don't see no shimmer and shine peeking through. It's still black. So this is really great, really, really great. So definitely another favorite. I've been doing more wing liners, and y'all know I don't be doing wing liner like that, but this makes it easy. So I'm like, maybe I can make my skills a little bit better, because now I have a tool that I actually want to use and reach for. Going back to the Esom palettes, I want to show you the other two that I have. Another one that I have been reaching for a lot in May is the Esom Artistry, the Esom Artistry #2 Intensity eyeshadow palette. So this is the one that is all shimmer, and I would say that these tones are a little more like natural tones of shimmer. Beautiful formula, very dynamic. These are shimmers that you can do one and done eye looks with, or you can combine them together. You can go in with other matte shades and then put these on top. They also are arranged in color story. So if you wanted to just go down the line and use all of this, you know, all 3 shades in a color story, you can do that. And that's also the same for the all matte palette. I forgot to mention that, but they are arranged in color story. So you can, you know, you're essentially almost getting what, 5 trios of palettes in one eyeshadow palette. And then, you know, if you're someone who you're learning eyeshadow and you're just kind of like, I'm not really sure what shades to put together, it's outlined for you, very simple. You know, go down the line and you'll have eyeshadows that pair very great together. Or of course, you know, you can mix and match however you like it. But to me, these are worth it. So I was gifted this palette by Esom, but I purchased this all matte one. And then the third one, this one is actually not available just yet. I purchased it because it was available at the makeup show, but they are going to release this later on in the fall. So this is the Esom Artistry #4 Elevate Pigment Palette. I purchased this one as well. So I always think it speaks a lot when a person is gifted products from a brand, but they still go and purchase products from the brand because they truly do like it. I purchased this one. Look at her. Let me hold it right side up. Look at her. These are beautiful. These are really smooth and silky shimmers. And like I said, this palette is not available now, but it will be available later on this year. I'll let you all know. But like I said, if you are interested in the Esom formula, I don't think you'll be disappointed because they are beautiful. And then also very travel friendly. Love the packaging as well. So definitely recommend them. I've been loving them. Let's talk about some brushes. Now the brushes that I'm about to talk about are dirty. Sorry guys, didn't wash them before, but I was using them. I actually used one today. Enot Dawn, have you heard of them? So I heard of them by Danessa Myricks, right? She always uses the number 20 brush. These are synthetic brushes. They're handmade in Germany. And she always uses this one whenever she's applying like her Yummy Glow serum, her facial oil. Sometimes she'll use this brush if she's like dusting on powder. I mean, she uses this brush for any and everything. And I just said, you know what? I want to be like her. I want to use this brush too. So Enot Dawn makes really amazing quality brushes. These are the only 3 brushes that they have so far. And this is number 20. This is number 18. Number 18 is a eyeshadow brush and it's a blending brush, but you can also pack on eyeshadow and it blends the product beautifully. Number 19 is going to be this more tapered like brush. I like to use this for precise highlighter, but you can also use it for like nose contour or even like dusting powder under the eye. And then number 20, to me, it's just like a very multi-purpose brush. Primer, foundation. If you wanted to literally like diffuse foundation on, you could do so like that. Today I used it for my highlighter. You can use it for bronzer. Like it's just a multi-use brush for essentially anything you want on the face. So I really enjoy these 3 brushes. The brand is on my radar now, so whatever they come out with in terms of brushes, I will be getting them. Oh, some other eyeshadows I want to talk about. Citizen Cosmetics released their eye elements. These are dual-sided eye pencils and I love these. I did receive these last week, I want to say, so technically like the end of May, but I used them like 2 to 3 times in the week that I got them. They're so pretty. So one side has a matte shade and one side has a shimmer shade. So this is the eye element in Ember. They have 8 total shades. So I'll do very quick swatches. So here is Ember. Here's the matte shade, which is a neutral brown shade, and then the shimmer. The eye looks that I created were so easy. Like I actually thought about using them today. So easy, so quick. The matte shades blend out effortlessly, and so do the shimmers, but they're so dynamic as well. This is Earth. So Earth, the matte shade's a little more like of a reddish brown. And then the shimmers do look very similar, but there's slight differences if you look at them up close. Love them, like throw it in the eye, blend it out, throw the shimmer, blend it out, and you're done. So I definitely want to pick up another one of these. So I'm really glad that the brand sent them to me because I typically don't like eye crayons. Like you don't really see me using them, but these, really great quality. They're sweat-proof, vegan, cruelty-free. The matte shades, like when they set down, they don't budge. Like the shimmer ones, I was able to like take a paper towel and rub them off. The matte shades were like, okay, that's all you have for us? I was like, well, I'll be. So I think these would be really great for people who have oily eyelids, but really for anybody, these are really great. And then lastly, another eyeshadow product, Musa Makeup. These freaking creamy glitters. And when I say creamy glitters, like creamy, no glitter glue needed. They're so dynamic on the eye. Oh, like typically when I'm wearing eyeshadow, I'm going to work. I'm going somewhere where I'm typically not gonna wear like the most like banging bright type of eyeshadow. So I have worn both of these glitters to work, and I do the same thing like I was telling you all to do with the Twin Flames. I take a small brush, a blending brush, take the glitter, blend it out on the back of my hand, and dust it over the eyes, and like, Oh, the twinkle, twinkle little stars effect that's on my eyes is so beautiful. I actually have 2 more shades coming in the mail because I was like, I just need more shades. So these are really great. And they're like between $13 and $16. Like very much more affordable than some of this makeup we've been talking about today. So I learned about them at the makeup show. Amazing. And I love that I don't have to use a glitter glue, and it lasts all day too. All right, moving along. Let's talk about some mascaras. Loving both of these mascaras. I'm actually wearing both today. So Fenty Beauty Hella Thick Mascara. I've been loving this since it came out in April. I think this came out in April. This one is a volumizing and lengthening mascara, and I think it does both extremely well. What I love most about this mascara is that it really does lengthen, and I think it like equally separates my lashes. It is so beautiful. I think it's drying out on me, so I'm gonna pick up another one, but I just really enjoy how my lashes look. I feel like I can comfortably do an eye look and not wear lashes when I'm wearing this mascara. And I feel the same too about the new LYS Beauty mascara. This is the Lash Confidence mascara. So for this one is also a mascara that's going to add more volume and lengthen your lashes. So it's a curved mascara wand. So the concave, yes, the concave portion of the wand you use to lift the lashes, and then the convex side you use to separate them. I think I said that correctly. And I really do think that it does add volume, length, and all of the above. Now, what I've noticed after using the LYS one, the LYS formula is a lot more wet than the Fenty Beauty one. Now, granted, I did say this one was drying out on me a bit, but even still, I feel like the Fenty Beauty mascara is not as wet as the LYS one. So if you are someone who's like, I like a drier formula mascara, or I like a wetter mascara, LYS is gonna give you a wetter mascara. Fenty one is gonna give you a bit more of a drier one. When I say dry, I'm not like, don't think flaky, but just comparing the two. But I think both of these are beautiful. I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Like I said, I use both today, and I love how both of them look on my lashes. Then moving on to, oh, I forgot a highlighter product that I loved last month. This iconic roll-on highlighter. I keep laughing because it's like so gimmicky, but it is so good. So this is in the shade called Peach Paradise. I just, I can add a little something today. Just take a little bit, rub it on right here, blend it out, and it's just so easy to use and so pretty. Gives like a nice subtle highlight. Nothing like crazy dramatic, but you can get there if you want to, just add more. But it's so simple to use, and she's just, look at her. So cute. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. That was one of the best things that I picked up during the Sephora Savings event. And I'm so happy like that it worked too. Okay. Then let's go on to some lips. So what's on my lips right now is Guerlain. This is their Velvet Matte lipstick in the shade N61. Yes? Yep. Number 61. So I got the Houndstooth case, and this is just, oh, well, you see it on my lips. I'm not going to re-swatch it, but so vibrant, so really comfortable on the lips, even though it's more of a like velvet matte formula. And it lasts, it doesn't transfer, doesn't feel like anything's on my lip. It's really beautiful. So that was my first Guerlain lipstick. So then I picked up another one, because why not? Look at this case. Look at it. Ah! So this one is in the shade called N520. And this is what it looks like. So I'll do a quick little swatch here. So this is what this shade looks like more of like a fuchsia shade. Really, really pretty. Same formula, like that velvet matte formula. It's very silky smooth. And it also feels like, ironically, like hydrating, if you will. So I've been loving them, and I'm like, I want some more. I want some more. Other products I've been loving, lip products. Dior. Oh my gosh, like, it's kind of taken over my life. Not literally, but it kind of has. Dior Addict Lip Volumizer 002 lives in my purse. This one I really like for like the gloss effect. And I like that it does have like the most hint of a tingle. I don't see any plumping effect necessarily. Maybe it like smooths out my lips a bit, maybe. But I just really like the gloss, and I like the way it smells, tastes, and I like the way it makes my lips feel nice and hydrated. This is the Lip Addict Balm, and this is in the shade 013. And I mean, you can see I've been rolling with it, right? I've been rolling with it. So this is really good. This also stays in my purse too. I like to use this one if my lips are really dry. I'll go in with the balm first to just add moisture and hydration, and then I'll throw a gloss on top. Love these. I remember when I got this, I was like, I don't know if I would purchase it again. Yeah, I will. I will. And I love the packaging. Like, I just feel like really fancy. Really fancy. A couple other lip products that have been living in my purse really quick, because this video is gonna be long. Makeup Forever Artistry Pencil and Up and Down Tan. This lip liner like lives in my purse. This is just a beautiful pinky nude lip liner. Love it. And then the Sephora Collection lip stains in the shade 73 and 02. 02 is literally my lip color to a T, and it's beautiful. So these two live in my purse. I love the formula and I love these colors. This color 73 alone makes me look a little pasty. So when I pair it with the Up and Down Tan lip liner, oh, and then if I throw the Dior Lip Addict on top in this color, because that's what I did. I got so many compliments in the video that I wore this combination together. Yeah, so that's why they stay in my purse too, because it's just like a no-brainer lip for me. And lastly, for lip, the La Mer Lip Volumizer. So I received this from Beautylish, and I will say this is not worth the price, because it doesn't really like, it does essentially what Dior does. Like, it has a little tingling effect. It's very hydrating on the lips. Smells good, or tastes good as well. And I feel like, it makes my lips look like, I feel like it evens out the fine lines, right? But this is 85 and this is 45. So if you were looking at the La Mer and you just really want it, like if you're like me and you're just a La Mer lover, get it, because you will enjoy it. Like, I will probably purchase this when I run out. Like, not immediately, but I will go like, you know what? I haven't had the La Mer in a minute. I'm gonna get it, right? So I would definitely purchase this or request it again, whichever one comes first. But if you're just kind of like, I want a nice, high-end luxury lip volumizer, which one would you choose? Like, I would go for Dior. But I really enjoy this one too. So I also, this also lives in my purse. So like, if I'm looking for one or the other, I'll usually just, whatever my hand picks up, that's what I put on my lips. So like I said, I've been enjoying both of them, but I did want to say, like, it was not worth it, because I had eyed this for so long, but I was like, $85, make it make sense. And now that I've tried it, I can make it make sense, because I know I reach for it and I know I use it. And of course, if I run out of it, like, that would have made sense. But to just buy it not knowing if I would like it, that's where I was like, make it make sense. And that's why I wanted to say, like, I don't think it's worth it, but it is really great. So guys, that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts down below. If any of my favorites happen to be some of your favorites, or if they're not, tell me what your favorites were, like your top 3 favorites from the month of May. I'd love to hear about it. It doesn't have to be makeup related. I just want to hear what your favorites were from the month of May. And if you've made it to this point in the video and you have yet to subscribe to my channel, I would love for you to consider subscribing and joining the Glam Girl Squad, because we'd love to have you. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.